Hello, this is the first video that I'm going to present in English language. I've received several requests from friends and from many people who are non-Arab speakers, and they thought that it's good if I provide some briefings in English about what I have touched on in my previous videos. For those people, I would like to tell them that I wanted to start this series of videos and episodes, especially about civil society, community development, in a way that I'm going to present many of the concepts, ideas and thoughts, beliefs and dreams through my humble experience for the last 2 decades. In this channel, I'm trying to focus on some basic values, virtues and principles that human beings are supposed to adhere to in order to have a solid, consistent societies, leading to strategic thinking and being able to touch on real issues rather than to speculate and to provide vague and ambiguous statements about our lives. In a nutshell, the introductory video was telling the people that I'm going to do this and they need to follow me for the next months and years, hopefully, in endless episodes that touches on many things that are important to the people worldwide. We need to bridge the gaps, we need to create better channels of communications and establish trust and rapport, and to base our arguments and discussions on reality rather than on speculations and random thinking. As humans, we have lots in common. We need to build on that and to mobilize our resources and our positive energy towards better lives for the human beings worldwide. The Palestinian is a very enthusiastic, motivated nation and people who have passion and love to humankind. They've been through agony and lots of difficulties and hardship cases throughout their lives and throughout generations. They deserve better, and we need to create a new Palestinian model who's capable to communicate messages in a way that is conveying truth, reality only, because we have nothing but truth and reality. We are in a position just to tell our mere stories, and this is enough really to tell the people to what extent we've been passing through hardship situations. The videos and the episodes are not dedicated for any political or religious talks, but rather are aiming to enhance and promote the humankind's values, virtues and principles towards a better world full of love and peace and passion. Thank you so much. This was in a nutshell, the summary of the first episode, and then we touched on education as the major aspects in our life, where with good education we are building good health system, good economy, good environment, and become better people to serve our communities and working on behalf of our constituents, strengthening human relationships and being able to deliver. The education coincides with the high school final results. Accordingly, I had to provide some feedback, comments and recommendations, congratulated the students and sent a message of support to the students, the family and the teachers. And we tried to summarize the situation in terms of like the quality of education, what sort of education we are dream about. We a little bit shed some lights on certain aspects that tremendously affecting the quality of education, including the academics, the locations, the modules, the manners, the relationship between the teachers and the students, trying to emphasize the role model and how it's influential and is extremely helpful in building and shaping the characters of the graduates. Doing so is going to influence and impact those graduates to be more positive, and they are utilizing their skills and knowledge in a positive manner and in a very motivated ways that help their societies. We sent a message to the distinguished students who gained high marks. They are brilliant, they are smart enough to also look at different options and discuss them internally with the families and with the teachers, with professionals, and I encourage them to pay attention to other specialization rather than medicine, architecture and other colleges and faculties they always dream to attend, and the professions they are pursuing. Doing so would allow them to easily graduate. They could also practice all sort of hobbies they have. They could build further knowledge and skills in terms of having other courses that might support their future career. They finish quickly, they get opportunities, they impact others, and they contribute to improve and strengthen the academic system by creating this challenge with their peers horizontally and vertically with the faculties, etc. We also talked about the strategic thinking and how the civil society, following an episode that I introduced to the audience, the civil society concept, the different categories, how does it fit with the state, as well as provided some history about the Palestinian civil society organization, which is amongst the oldest civil society in the region. To what extent they helped in maintaining the identity of the Palestinian people, provided services and food security, agriculture, health, gender, disability, and many others, and many other sectors. The importance of civil society organization and the classification, the relationship between the local and the international, what does donors mean, and how we differentiate between UN agencies, INGOs, NGOs, community-based organizations, and the comprehensive approach that civil society supposed to pursue in order to support their constituents and helping the society to flourish. In Palestine and during the occupation period, the civil society filled the gap and was amongst the significant parties that contributed to building the society and maintaining the ID. Also, I brought an example of how civil society organization could be strategic in terms of thinking and supporting an important niche and required needs that emerged out of problems. I gave an example about disability and how one of the mature organization in the mid 80s and early 90s succeeded to write proposals and communicate messages and get in touch with several donors and academic institutions to develop a program that aiming at graduating a group, a nexus of students who are the nuclear to support a strategic sector in terms of audiology, speech pathology and deaf education, as a need emerged in mid 80s and early 90s, and this was a brilliant idea that strategically helped in establishing a strong sector and providing support to other countries in the region. The program was about graduating a group of professionals who followed a very precise, high quality educational model based on a US education system. The specialization was supplemented with a big number of liberal arts, including logic, sociology, anthropology, philosophy, psychology, literature, beyond Western civilization, religions, art, public speaking, etc. Those modules contributed a lot to build the characters and the personality of the students and supported them to slug through the very tough life after graduation and being able to become a distinguished professionals who filled very important positions with civil society, with UN agencies, with embassies, with private companies, as well as the core mission of that group of students who was able to establish a good standardized system in terms of audiology, speech pathology and deaf education services, working closely with other NGOs and with local university to build this sector. They've been fabulous students, amazing graduates based on strategic thinking throughout the delivery of a strong, well-designed, well-planned, well-delivered educational program. I'm going to follow the space in terms of providing some examples out of my experience, as well as providing some knowledge and skills to audience concerning different aspects in the field of NGO management, program delivery, administration, including many different niches. This will continue, and hopefully we provide some additional life skills, including the leadership skills, communication skills, time management, civic engagement, youth empowerment, etc. This channel will be dedicated only to ensure that we are walking the audience through a journey of several expertise and through many years of work of different professionals, including myself. And in the upcoming episodes, we are trying to have meetings with other professionals, and definitely we are going back to tackle on the education issue, which is going to be the core issue for the upcoming 6 months. Without a systematic and organized work towards building a coalition and doing a formal advocacy throughout a professional body on the decision maker, nothing will be achieved. So we are determined to implement this, whatever it takes us. The thing that we aim at is to change, and hopefully and strategically within the upcoming 10 years, if we move forward with those steps in a strong manner, I'm confident that we will achieve that objective. Thanks for all those who supported the idea and who are giving me a timely feedback, and they are very keen to support and to be part of this initiative. Thank you.